Alright. Hello and welcome everybody back to Weapon Snatch. Now let's beat this frickin' harbor.
Maxi.
Huh.
Battle 1. Fight.
Neat.
Give up.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ow. Come on, cheat. Get up. Yeah. Boom, ring out. That's how it goes. Wow.
Fight.
This is surprisingly flex. Ow, Foldo just kind of meet me in the face. Boom. Neato. Now I'm going into the final battle with full health, which is maybe possible now with, I don't know, there's something just works. Get up. Get up. Get up. Yeah. Get up. Whew. Sometimes it just works so nice, doesn't it? A new feature has been added. Oh man, now the mic is going to be picking up my button presses even more than ever because I have a blue snowball microphone borrowed from the main Game Idiot, or the main Brothers play. And so as such, okay, cool. She has the dress. As you walk along the mountain path leading from Weapon Snatch to Skidar, you come to understand why it is so few people used it as a passage. It was little more than an animal trail. You made your way down the path, suffering nicks and scratches from the thick foliage. You learned of this shortcut from the man with all the luggage in the bar at the entrance of Vithaya Temple. After the fight, he reappeared and told you about it to show his thanks. Skidar is well known among adventurers, an ancient civilization that vanished years ago, left behind countless ruins in the area. Even in the present time, there is still a never-ending flow of travelers visiting Skidar in search of knowledge and treasure. The man explained excitedly that he had discovered a new ruin that no one had seen yet. He had returned to Weapon Snatch to gather supplies for exploring it when he got involved in trouble at the bar. In recognition of his debt to you, he revealed his secrets. As you continue down the path, you eventually come upon a half-buried ruin. Your heart begins to beat faster. Stone Temple. You've been searching for the entrance to the old Stone Temple. You'd heard that no one had ever gone inside it before, but there were clear signs people had been inside already. In other words, your chances of encountering scavengers in ruins were high. Valuable artifacts are often found in these sorts of ruins. Thus, there's always treasure hunters knowing about it. It is reasonable to assume, for the sake of protection, what they dug up, that they would attack first and ask questions later. That's how valuable the relics of Skidar were. If you were going to make it back out alive, you'd have to keep your guard up. You spent a few moments peering into the entrance, but soon steeled yourself and stepped inside. Ching! How do you do? Mighty pleased to meet ya. Hey, how are you?
Trust your nose.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. How do you do? Mighty pleased to meet ya. Pretty good show, shirt on. Final battle. Ugh. Kick. Ow. That was vaguely rude. Ooh, that's not good. You don't heal fully. I think your reward for beating it is getting that thing, though, which is useful.
Final battle. Fight.
Seriously? Knockout. Shoot on.
The fighters face a
Do 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 do. I do not beat down to touch the ground. How are you? Do 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 do. Okay, that is bull crap, and you know it. Boom. At least I got a little bit more health back. I keep on getting experience, which I don't care about.
The fighter.
Booby infested.
Fight.
Guys, do you hear that? There's a bunch of, like, rare birds in here. Boobies. No, I am getting gold experience. That's fine, man. Gold was worth it. Because don't forget, guys.
Final battle. Fight.
Ack. Oh, let me just. Kick. Cool. And since it was a pretty perfect victory, I'll get a bit more health back. This is kind of intense, actually. I like it.
Final battle. Fight.
Berserker fight! Ow. Whoa! I just... Ugh. This... Ow. He's a tough one. He's definitely a bit of a toughie. Ain't that right? I do not.
The almighty.
No, if I like him too much.
Final battle.
Okay.
Fight.
Fight! Wow, no wonder why this is considered a 4-star area. Of course, the final fight is considered a 7-star area, so it's not that surprising, but still, for this early on in the game, it is an impressive amount of difficulty for... He perfected me. I didn't even get a chance to get back up. He just... Good game, sir. Good game. I think the whole reason why I'm going through here, too, is that I just get a sword or something. Then again, I don't even know which character I would get a sword for, though, because one of the more neat parts of this is that you never exactly know which character's weapon you get in these sub-stages. But at least it's a full heal right there. Which I suppose is nice. Full heals are always nice.
No. Final battle. Fight.
Berserker. Then just flip him, and perfect. I'm pretty sure you get Berserker for this. I see, do I go up or to the side? Up first. No need to go to the side yet. I know there's a bunch of parts that do actually just lead to dead ends. Hopefully this is not one of those paths. Whoa. Get on up. Ow. slice. That's surprisingly pretty nice. I like this area.
Final battle.
So in fact, I could play for up to 53 hours like this. Yeah. Get on. Pick him apart. Seriously?
Final battle. Fight.
Kick. You know what? Screw it. Get out. I'm so close, too. All I do is dodge, but for whatever reason the game doesn't like you dodging.
Fate conspired to
So we find ourselves in the same old
fight.
singing drunken lullabies. We will manage the way we're taught. We will manage the way we fought. Oh, at least we are lost. The final fight we advance again. Advance again. Cause we find ourselves in the same old fight. Singing drunken slashy nights. Whoa. No. Get up. Why won't you move? I hate it whenever you're on the floor and she just won't move. John Wall.
Entrust your noble soul.
Exiam Yaws.
Final battle.
As it, might look to the uninitiated. I believe actually Zhonghua is a region in China, hence the name. It's not just a weird name they picked for the game. It's either a region or like either a region or like an emperor or something. Because I remember hearing that Zhonghua is actually not a traditionally Chinese,
The almighty one.
like female name, but rather a male name at one point. It's kind of like how Szechuan is actually a place, not just a kind of sauce that Rick and Morty fans can't get over. I mean, yes, it's a funny joke in the show, I'm sure. Why won't you get up? I mean, sure, I'm just farming gold at this point, which is fine. I need extra gold, but it's mildly annoying. At least I got through the boat, like. Plus, I didn't even practice that. That was just accidentally how it worked out. It's just like, alright, Ow. Berserkers are strong. I like the fight stick and all, but at the same time, it does feel a bit weird. I don't... Like, you know how, like, controllers should feel? It just doesn't have that, like, same controllers feel like this feeling. Not get back up, John Wall. No, you won't. Then you're gonna just... I mean, I get it, you've got a short range, but that shouldn't affect your ability to not die.
Final battle. Fight.
Just... Plus, I hate how guard is so worthless. Guard really is only there just so you can grab. You cannot actually guard his attacks. He can just reach farther than you. I'll do no name for now. See if I can't do a no-name victory. Even though I don't really like no-name, it does have a significantly longer reach, which... I see that. Just... Okay, why are you still trying to grab? I wasn't pressing grab. Grab is not the button I clicked.
Entrust your final battle. Fight.
Okay, move out of the way. Good. Guard. And of course you can't... Ooh, that is annoying. Boy, you're gonna be loving those spikes. So many audio spikes. Come on. You can't. I don't have any attacks that go downwards. That's bullshit. There's literally nothing I can do the second he starts to spinny. The only choice that I really have is stay on Copus, strong physical attacks, that's fine. Because I like strong physical attacks, it helps me damage him. What about if I just kick around him? Try to do a... Ow. Get up. Ow, no. No! How did you kill me in one shot? How did 2 shots take me down over halfway? Ugh. Annoying.
Watched over by the final battle. Fight!
Well, of course, he can block me, but I can't block him. Because of course he can do whatever he wants, can't he? Okay, now dodge out of the way. Charge on up your splat. Boy, I sure do love how fair that mechanic is, where you get knocked over and then you're stunned for 17 million years. People blame Smash, or people blame Brawl for doing that.
Final battle. Fight.
No, no, no. This game is doing it far earlier than Smash Bros.
Entrust your noble.
There are certain things that are fair, and then there are certain things that are this. Ow, okay, just move out of the way. Slash at him with your slashy swords. Screw it, I'm going down the false path. Actually, I think this might be the actual path, but... Who knows? They're just infinitely stronger than me, so it doesn't seem like they'll ever learn. My general rule of thumb is, if a character can block against your attacks perfectly no matter what, every time, then it's not very fair. course, ring outs is a thing. It's just frustrating because most characters don't actually have the ability to ring out. Most characters.
In trust. Final battle. Fight.
Ring out is one of those, like, very niche things that, I mean, sure, everybody can do it, it's just so infinitely tough for everybody who isn't, like, two characters to do it, that it really is almost an exclusive ability for certain people. Really, you just kind of have to get lucky. I feel like if part of the requirements to playing your game successfully is luck, bullshit.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to search for the ultimate sword.
Here I come!
Final battle. Fight.
As long as I can keep him on the ground, he's pretty weak. See, nothing you can do. Nothing at all.
Fate conspired to arrange their battle. Final battle. Fight.
In a game like Smash, which has an intentional... Oh, hey, your character's knocked down to the ground. Let's get you back up. Keep you down permanently forever. It's part of why I like Brawl the most, because it's actually impossible to chain. You can get a few hits chained, but it's impossible to get them into an infinite loop. Something that Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate intentionally added in to every single character. So that you aren't playing as those characters, it's impossible to defeat them.
Final battle. Fight.
Same thing with nerfing characters too, though, in Smash. Smash 4 especially was bad with adding in new characters that the player who isn't playing with that character will never win because they have a better hitbox than you, basically.
Just kidding!
I generally speaking don't think that it's a good game design if there is a singular character who is better to play as than the others.
Desires truth.
Unless it's a story-based game that just happens to allow you to play other characters.
Fight.
Like, if it's a game that it sets you up so that you know for a fact that this is the storyline and this is the hero, and these other guys are just secondary heroes that you can play per level or something, that's fine. Like, for instance, Lego Island, like the very first one, you couldn't play all of the little missions unless you were Pepper. Which, by the way, his name literally was Pepper Rowney.
Final battle. Fight.
So, take that as you will. Get up. Yeah, so that's a thing. But I did actually hear somebody complaining about it. That to me is fine.
Fate. Final battle. Fight.
Oh, and of course, it's a berserker with cool. See what I mean by that whole kind of trap people into a loop is just kind of BS.
A hero desires.
It's not in your favor on occasion, but it
Final battle. Fight.
it just doesn't feel good, you know? There's certain things in games that just make you feel like a bad ass. But then there's other stuff like that where you don't feel good for getting it. You just acknowledge it.
Now, 2 souls.
And the fact that it happened or didn't happen doesn't like inherently affect you at all. You're just like okay, that thing happened to you. It doesn't feel satisfying whenever it's given to you.
Now, 2 souls are fiercely entangled.
I like my games to tough as nails. Like, I like my games to be tough. But just give me the ability to feel like I earn it. Give me the toughest challenges you can possibly throw at me. If the solutions are ones that I can do, like, I can feasibly do without just relying on some inherent game mechanic that allows me to kind of cheat it.
The fighters face a gruesome quest to final battle.
It's like, what if the Yellow Devil required that you use the pause and Mega Man? I mean, sure, it's a mechanic that's in the game, and, like, very few people would argue that it is legitimate anymore, because while it is kind of cheap, it at least, you know, exists. And since it is an oversight, it doesn't, you know, abusing it doesn't feel that bad. Especially depending on what you're doing. If you're, like, doing some nonsense, it's fine.
A hero desires a sword, and a sword.
But depending on what context it is in, it may feel like you're getting cheated a little bit. Like, out of a good, solid fight. I want to have me funds, not bullshit.
Final battle.
Of course, there's a berserker with half health. Yeah, see, like that. I mean, sure, I was able to do it, but it didn't feel good, if that makes any sense. Like, it felt correct, but not good. If I'm fighting an enemy, I want it to be me and that enemy duking it out, not me and the controls duking it out.
The final battle. Fight.
Now here's the booby-trapped infested. Ow. You know, I wish that it would be like if you went one path, you would get this kind of enemy, and if you went another path, you would get a different kind of enemy. That way you wouldn't just be fighting Berserker constantly. And Berserker is a fine enemy type, like, it's nothing. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with the concept of Berserker. It might be a little bit cheap, because long range plus strong attack equals kind of cheap, but plus he's not exactly slow either. Zhonghua is actually one of the most... Part of the reason why I like her is she is the middle ground between stupid fast and stupid slow, which are both character types in this game. As I'm sure anybody who's actually played the game will be able to tell you. Ow. There's significantly slower characters than you, and they're significantly faster. Zhonghua just feels very much so neutral. Part of why I actually enjoy her over so many others. Of course, Berserkers are The spawn of Satan.
The almighty ones.
Like, let's be honest. I thought, oh hey, cool, I'll be able to do something else this episode too, because it looked like early on at least, oh hey, would you look at that, I'm actually gonna get through this in time, and then no. It's already been freaking 30 minutes of this bull crap. I don't want to keep on doing this. I mean, I get it. I get it. There is this stupid challenge that I have to do because this random asshole with the luggage told me about it. Still. A platinum nephelite. I forget what goes off in this direction. I know that back there is a thing, I think. Wait, is this an invisible berserker who has full health? How obnoxious is this? Well, at least I was able to knock him out relatively easily. That is just... That, my friend, is just bad game design. Who designed an invisible in it? And... Okay, why won't you get back up, John? Okay. And I have literally no help.
No.
It certainly is booby trap infested. I can definitely say that much. Okay, get up, damn. So close. I wonder if I do ever actually get to get the Soul Calibur. Because I remember the Soul Calibur is definitely speaking a sword in the game. I just can't remember who or in fact what gets it.
No.
Because I think there's a way to get the Soul Edge as well. I just... I'm considering after I beat this to go onto a website and find out how to get all of the weapons and then continue onwards and beat it that way. Oh, did you look at that? I bet it's another loopy. Because this game is obsessed with loops. Legend of the Lost Spatula. Every day for like the last probably 3 years, eBay has informed me about new listings for SpongeBob SquarePants Legend of the Lost Spatula, which, if you don't know, is the very first ever SpongeBob game released on Game Boy Color.
Entrust your final battle. Fight.
I believe it's Color. It could actually be original Game Boy. All I remember is that it's a... Dang it. Yeah, I get it. There is fun to be had in dungeons. Is this game's method of dungeons good? Just throw infinite berserkers at you. No, I'd much rather see a variety of enemy types along with perhaps a variety of... No. No! What? I said no! Apparently Necrod's in the game. Yes, Skadar, that's fine. Stone Temple, yes. Hopefully it doesn't... Oh my god, it has me started. Fine, meets Rugi, sure. No, not Mitsurugi, Alright. Yeah, Xianghua. I wonder why Xianghua is so much. Triangle. So. That's fine. Let's just go on to Mizar. The first gate. After creating quite a stir at the port, you decide to leave the city before the situation grew worse. After making off the small boat and paddling out onto the lake, you glance back at Ben and Snatch behind you. Despite the number of people there, you weren't able to track down any information about the Soul Edge. In the midst of the morning fog, the growing sound of voices of the city got carried down from the city. It sounded like it would be another busy day in Ben and Snatch. You continued to ways further on the lake, but it was obvious that this dinghy would not be able to carry you all the way across. Stepping back on shore, you learn that you are now in a place called Mizar. According to the locals, the large gate lay to the east, passing through required the permission of the guards. You began to grow anxious and frustrated. Not only had you not found anything to lead you to the Soul Edge, but now it appeared you couldn't even cross freely across the land. Suddenly you realized just how difficult the quest for the Soul Edge was. The Al-Qidaya ruins. One day you search for information on the Soul Edge. A stranger approaches you. Hey, I've heard you're looking for the Soul Edge. No need to worry, I am not a threat. I just might be able to help you out, my little friend. The man walks away and disappeared into a nearby room. You hesitated for a bit, but eventually decided to follow him. Despite the risk of it being trapped, it was also the first promising lead you'd found so far. It took you not long enough. Anyways, let's talk. The man explained that he was working for a knight named Varel. He, too, was seeking the Soul Edge. Varel had a number of underlings like this man, and he wanted you to join them. It seemed as though the rumor of your fighting abilities spread through from Regulus and Beth and Snatch. But when you came all the way out here to recruit you, I found that you were trying to acquire the Soul Edge as well. That's not going to work, my friend. That's not going to work at all. The man decided to pull out some bombs from his pocket as he shot you a malevolent glance. Force the bomb off onto your enemy with your attacks. Now. So basically it's just attack last. Yeah. Ooh, new feature. It's probably this arena. If I had to guess. Yep, money pit. Money pit, money pit, money pit. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Shop. See if there's anything in here worth it. Copus. And at least there's new. It's available. You hide atop a large windmill and are to rest. A few hours early, you had entered a nearby forest, not knowing it was the territory of a gang of bandits, and you were caught in a trap designed to stop intruders. Fortunately, you managed to destroy the trap and escape before they had arrived, but you need time to recover your strength. Emerging out of the forest, you happened upon a windmill. It makes for a good spot from which to keep a watch on possible pursuers. After hiding it there for a while, you eventually spotted a figure approaching. It's clear he was one of the bandits, searching for whomever had destroyed their trap. You lacked the strength for a real fight. You had to make a surprise attack. You waited in silence as the figure approached, then leapt out and struck. Health is low. That's... After what I've been doing, this is not going to be that difficult of a situation because... Fuck you, mate. Ow. Okay, that's kind of BS, but whatever. What was I doing? That was weird. She just, like, held up her sword in the air and just started spinning it randomly. Why wasn't she actually hitting him, though? After all, Yoshimitsu is down, and now, oh hey, Taki is actually a decent fighter. I mean, she's not great by any means, but she is definitely going to be a little bit better than Yoshimitsu, I imagine. But partly also, I actually enjoy playing as Taki. She's not my favorite of them, but as far as it's concerned, she isn't bad. I'm gonna make more gold from Yoshimitsu than her.
Versus Yoshimitsu. Now, battle 1. Fight.
I don't even want to know. But it's just like...
Versus Yoshimitsu. The fight.
This will be a long game. Maybe just slashing the poop out of Yoshimitsu. Now let me just trip him. Now just... There we go. That is not as tough. Now Taki. Okay, that was a bit weird that she was just... I really hate that Zhonghua has her little flail around in the sky technique or whatever. Okay, just frickin' knock her down. New feature's been added. Let me guess. It's... Ooh. Tollum. I do like Tollum. She is my favorite without her. Let me see. The monastery, I think. You left the windmill behind and headed north. You had interest in one of the legends of the area, the Moreau Monastery, said to hold the golden gate that leads to the land of Edgemasters. Quickly found information about the Moreau Monastery. This monastery was built that once it existed in northern Mizar, was now nothing more than a ruin, but it was said to have a group of zealots who gathered there, considered the place a hollow ground. The monks turned out to be friendly, and the moment you mentioned the gate, their demeanor changed. You regretted your carefree mistake, but attempted to talk your way out of it. But they had already decided you must be a thief. One of them ran off to warn the others, while the remainder surrounded you. Even for you, taking on the entire monastery is out of the question. You need to take care of the group here before the others arrive. Took a quick count of the enemies. There's going to be a battle against time. So the timer just keeps on increasing is all. See, this is a battle type that I could get behind. I like fighting. I don't even mind the timer if your opponent is something reasonable, like... like Young Soon. I mean, as skillful as he is, definitely a character who I could mind going up against if it wasn't for the fact that I really hated his face.
I said no mercy.
Okay, so full health and mostly full timer. So it looks as though these battles won't be that bad. Of course, Ivy is amongst them, which is probably the most frustrating thing out of all, but... I just really hate Ivy. That's ultimately all this comes down to, is I just hate Ivy.
Versus Yun Sung. Entrust your... Battle 1. Fight.
Back on through Young Sung, who is probably one of the best. Okay, is this just... Please?
Versus Yun Sung.
I really hate that frickin' mechanic. I wish it wasn't that, oh hey, you fell on the ground, that means that you're now dead, right? Like, I would... These battles would not be tough if it wasn't for the fact that if you got knocked down, it's impossible to recover. This game is like such a tease because there's some battles that are so much fun at first. Oh, right now. But there's some battles that are so much fun and you absolutely love. Like, going up against Mitsurugi is a really fun challenge because not only is he tough, he feels like unique, I guess you could say. Where you don't feel like if you've just battled 1,000 of him in a row, probably, because you haven't battled 1,000 of him in a row. See, he's tough, but he's not gut-wrenchingly horrible. Like Berserker.
Versus Yun Sung. Now.
Probably what I'll do for Berserker and that whole temple is go with Talik now that I have the Crescent. Now that I have the Crescent Swords, it's not going to be a tough battle. Haha. I just kicked him to death. Ah, just slice. I actually did a thing. That's impressive for what this Ivy's been doing. Well, just because this Ivy in particular hasn't actually been doing it. However, I do kind of wish that this game did feature a mechanic more in line with a Caesarian style of like a battle, where the enemies, instead of just constantly rushing in and attacking, instead took like a bunch of time to basically get ready. Which is an actual thing in ancient battles. Ooh, Astrogoth I can deal with. Yeah! Now just... Yeah, Astrogoth. It's gone, and now it should be Nightmare at the end, right? Yeah, Nightmare. Who's by far probably the second best character in the game, excluding Berserker because he's stupid reach. Nightmare is basically Berserker with a slightly smaller reach. Update H. And I got a buttload of gold for that. Class up to Bronze Apprentice. Hello, what you doing? No. Never. Ooh, favor vertical attacks. Kinda lovely. These guys are constantly gonna just vertically attack me, which means that I can just do this pretty much constantly and they have no defenses. Also, Mitsurugi does not deserve having a different weapon. Like, he really needs a katana. Otherwise, he looks like a silly boy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Mitsurugi needs his katana.
Versus Mitsurugi. 1, fight.
Okay, that was kind of funny though. Ow.
Now he looks like he's straight out of Bleach.
I know, I was about to say. Well, Bleach was super popular back then, wasn't it?
I think this was a little before Bleach.
What, 2004?
Yeah, that was a little before Bleach.
Really?
Bleach,
Bleach was like every time, ever since about the beginning of anime, basically.
No. Bleach only came out in like 2007 or so.
What? Bleach was like one of the first ever anime to make it to the West.
Nope.
Like, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And One Piece are like the shows that came out.
Nope.
Because nobody ever talked about Inuyasha after its run. Very few people remember Inuyasha. I hate how easy it is to get. You know, I'm gonna show you guys something that's gonna be just gonna blow your mind. Watch this. Here. Oh, I do already have Berserk. Good. Do I have anything up? No, I don't even have another one. Now watch this. This is gonna be just have the infinite reach ability. No, this is Astrogoth, not even Berserk. Either way, he has an infinite reach, basically. Plus he has so many OP attacks. See what I mean by people with long reach plus he's got a decent attack is pretty OP for this game. That's why I play as primarily Zhonghua, Tali, and Tulsum. And not just because they're all like cute girls. But I mean, that certainly does help a little bit. Boom, boom.
Heck, let's face it, would you rather be watching them or Astaroth's cock being
I don't know, but Astaroth does make it so much easier to do most of this. Oh, cool. The Schweizer.
The Schneisel.
Freaking Prince Schneisel.
So, Mr. Hump Day, should take a few minutes off.
I think that's where I'm gonna leave you guys, though, because I really don't feel like going through a tunnel right now. Which, yes, that's a whole maze right there, and you already know how I feel about mazes in this game. Bye-bye.